What are your Valentine's Day polishes? That's this week's Topic Tuesday. Hello, this is Lacquerography, and thank you so much for joining me today for this look at my Valentine's Day picks, or actually I guess I should say lead up to Valentine's Day picks for 2024. What I've done is I've selected 12 different polishes from my collection that I'm hoping to wear in this lead up to Valentine's Day. And I've swatched them out on a swatch wheel. So we'll go through each one of them one by one. There's a wide variety here to take a look at. Let's start in with my first polish. And actually the first few are all mainstream polishes. So the first polish up is by Sinful Colors. And this one is called Glass Pink. And this one's number 376. It's just a really pretty light pink, and the description that I have that goes along with this one is that it is a sheer pink shimmer. And actually I'm seeing what almost looks like flecks in here as well. Here this one is, it's barely visible there on my swatch wheel. And here it is against my skin tone. What I've done on my swatch wheel is I've done all of these polishes up in just 2 coats. So for this polish, I might actually try to add another coat when I wear it. I mean, right now it's the palest of pinks. And all of these that I've chosen are actually untrieds in my collection. I'm really excited about that as well. So I think this one, here it is in 2 coats. I would probably try wearing it in 3 just to give it a little bit of extra oomph. The reason why I chose this one out of my mainstream polishes was I have a number of work obligations coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's report card time, I'm a teacher, and also some parent interviews, and something that's a little bit lighter, more sheer, perhaps more professional, would be a wise addition to this Valentine lineup that I've got here. So this first one is by Sinful Colors in Glass Pink. The second one up, and the second mainstream, is by Essie. Again, another untried for me. This one is called One Way for One, and it's color number 215. So this one is a polish that I actually acquired quite recently, but it was released by Essie back in the winter of 2019, and it's from their Flying Solo collection. And this one is described as a blue-based pink nail polish with gold frosted pearl. And I know sometimes that sort of frosty pearl kind of finish is a little bit polarizing. Some people think that it is a little bit dated. I've always kind of enjoyed it. I find that it does remind me a little bit of the polishes from my youth. And I'm really excited to get this one on my nails. Here is One Way for One on my swatch wheel. Again, swatched in 2 coats. I really love the look of that shimmer there. It's got a great base color as well. And here it is against my skin tone. Again, I just think it's a really interesting finish for Essie polishes. Most of the Essies that I own are cream finishes. This one being a shimmer with kind of a pearlized look. I'm really looking forward to trying this one out, and I do love the nostalgia of it, so we'll give it a go. So this one again is by Essie, One Way for One. This next one up is the tiniest little thing. This one I got from an advent box a while back. There's no label on this one because it's a mini, but this one is called Strawberry Waves Forever. And this one was originally released by OPI back in the summer of 2021, and this one was from their Malibu collection. The description that I have that goes along with this one, it says, "Feel the rhythm of strawberry waves glitter across your fingertips with this nail polish." So definitely a bit of a shimmer going on there, quite hot pink, fuchsia, raspberry, some of the words that I would use to describe this amazing polish. So here it is on my swatch wheel, swatched out in 2 coats. And here it is against my skin tone. I just think this one is just so much fun. It's a much brighter, more summery type color, really truly a hot pink with a great vibrant shimmer across it. I think this one is going to be a ton of fun for me. And if I like it, I might even consider picking up a full bottle of this one. So this one by OPI is Strawberry Waves Forever. And this is a mini bottle that I got from an advent. This next one up, I can't believe this one's still an untried for me as well. This one is another Essie. And this one is called Forever Yummy. And this one is color number 488. The description that I have that goes along with this one is that it is a creamy tango red. So it is a cream finish. Here it is on my swatch wheel, swatched in 2 coats. And here it is against my skin tone, a much deeper look, kind of almost a berry red. Really quite deep and beautiful. And actually the formula of this one and also the previous Essie were both really impressive. The only challenge I had with this one for me is that this is an older bottle and it actually came with the old skinny Essie brush. So this one is by Essie, Forever Yummy. My final mainstream polish is by OPI, and yes, this is my second mini, again from the same advent box. This lovely deep red is the classic I'm Not Really a Waitress. Now this was a polish that was originally released back in the fall of 1999. And actually I can remember years and years ago, maybe right about around that time, I actually had a bottle of this, and I'm not sure what happened to it over the years, a couple of home moves, and anyway, but I no longer had it. So I was really excited when I got this advent to find this classic OPI in the advent box. And this one from fall of 1999 was from their Hollywood collection. Now the only description that I have to go along with this one is that it is a red shimmer, and it is in fact that nice and deep. Here is OPI's I'm Not Really a Waitress on my swatch wheel, swatched out in 2 coats. And here it is against my skin tone, another really nice deep red. This one has a little bit of a shimmer this time, as opposed to this one that is a little bit more flat, although actually it's on my swatch wheel here, it's reflecting the light quite nicely, both of them. But one is a little bit more red, this one is a little deeper looking. I can't believe that it's been well over a decade since I've had this one on my nails. This is another polish that if I enjoy wearing it as much as I remember enjoy wearing it from back years ago, I might just pick up a full-size bottle of this one as well. So this one is by OPI, I'm Not Really a Waitress. So those were my 5 mainstream picks right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The remainder, starting from this light one here, all the way around to this darkest one here, these remaining 7 are all indie polishes. So let's take a look at the 7 indie polishes I've pulled for the lead up to Valentine's Day. This first one up is by Stella Chroma. And this one is called Cabernet. And actually, this is the one that I'm wearing on my nails right now. And I'm wearing it here in 2 coats with a glossy top coat. This one was released by Stella Chroma back in November of 2022. And this was from their Winter Knits collection. And I actually picked this one up directly from the Stella Chroma website. So I am wearing this one in 2 coats with a glossy top coat on my nails right now. I am loving this one. I've worn it for an entire work day today, and it's holding up beautifully and it's catching the light really well. But just for consistency's sake, here it is on my swatch wheel, just so you can see it in comparison with the others. Swatched out in 2 coats. And yet again, here it is against my skin tone. Actually, it is a little bit interesting when you've got it on this creamy swatch wheel. You do see a little bit of a difference there in opacity perhaps than against my own natural nail. In 2 coats, you can see through to my nail line just a little bit, but I really actually kind of enjoy that look. I found it a really professional look, but a little bit fun and whimsical today. And I'm very much enjoying wearing this one. In fact, With all these polishes, I'm probably gonna have to take this one off soon, but I really don't want to. It's been a really lovely one for me to wear today. So this first of my indie picks is by Stella Chroma, Cable Knit. This next polish up is actually one that I had originally chosen for my December holiday rack, and I didn't get around to wearing it. This one is by Nailed It, and this one is called Sweet Scent. So this one is a polish that I picked up from Hella Handmade Creations, which is a collaboration website. And I picked this one up from October 2022's Hella Handmade Creations. So I've had this one quite a long time without having worn it. This one is from the ongoing series by Nailed It, their Pokemon series. And this one has been going on for a couple of years now, and it's a very popular series for them. This polish is described as having a very pale pink tinted base with a strong pink to gold shifting shimmer and metallic red flakies. And here this one is on my swatch wheel, swatched out in 2 coats. You can really see those red flakes standing out there. And here it is against my skin tone. I just think this one adds a little bit of whimsy to what is a rather safe and work appropriate polish. I really do enjoy those red flakes quite a bit. And part of the reason why I did choose this one for this season is much like the one that I'm wearing right now. I do think that I'm going to be able to wear this professionally without any trouble at all. I do have some significant work events coming up in the next few days with parent interviews going along with report cards. So I think this one will be just fine to wear. It's got a little bit of a subtle whimsy going on there with the red flakes. So this one is by Nailed It, Sweet Scent. This next one up is a very new one in my collection. This one is by Atomic Polish. And this one is called Redrum, and it's from Polish Pickup from December 2023. I'm actually a Canadian, so this was purchased back in the December 2023 Polish Pickup, but I only actually received this in the mail only a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't had the chance to wear it. I'm very eager to wear this one now. This polish was actually released in December 2023's Polish Pickup under the Maker's Choice theme. And this one is described as a candy red polish with aurora pigment that shifts orange to red. And actually, of all things, this one's inspired by the creepy little Redrum boy from The Shining. I'll choose not to think about that part of this polish, but because since I'm not into creepy things, but this polish itself, though, is really something. I'm glad to have it, and I'm glad that it arrived in time for me to add it to this roster of Valentine's Day picks. Here is the brilliant Atomic Polish Redrum on my swatch wheel. And here it is against my skin tone. Yeah, definitely the brightest, sort of purest red that I think we've seen so far. Just that shimmer and shine is really something. Again, swatched in only 2 coats. I think this one is going to be a lot of fun to wear. This one is by Atomic Polish, Redrum. This next one up is a little bit more berry leaning. So this one is by Bluebird Lacquer. And this one is called the Old Razzle Bedazzle. I picked this one up as part of July Polish Pickup from back in 2022, and I still haven't worn this one yet. And I actually purchased this one through Girly Bits Cosmetics when they were acting as a stockist, just in general, but also for Polish Pickup Rewind, the After Party. This polish originally came out in January of 2021, which was actually before the time that I knew that Polish Pickup was a thing, so I wasn't shopping back then. And when this one was offered again, I jumped at the chance to get it. When this polish originally came out, this one came out as part of January 2021's Polish Pickup, which fell under the Birthstones, Gems, and Minerals theme. And this one was inspired by the Bling It Yourself Bedazzler, a purple pink mega hollow. This one's sparklier than a gem-covered jean jacket with matching Levi's. That's a hilarious description of this one. This one certainly is a sparkly one. I can't wait to get it on my nails. Here it is here, and actually you can see how much more sort of raspberry leaning it is compared to the last one, Redrum. And here it is against my skin tone, again swatched in 2 coats. I find that it really is a very raspberry type color. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun to wear. A really nice sparkle happening there as well. Again, a little bit different than most of the other offerings that I've chosen for this month. So this one is by Bluebird Lacquer, the old Razzle Bedazzle. This is the 10th pick that I'm showing you here. This one's another indie polish. This one is by Sassy Sauce Polish. And this one is called Up and Away Cabernet. And this one is from November 2022, Hella Handmade Creations. So this one came out back in November of 2022, and again, I haven't had the chance to wear this one. This one was part of an ongoing series by Sassy Sauce Polish, inspired by butterflies. And the description that goes along with this polish is that it's a classic red shade jelly base with sparkling red hollow glitter pigment and black glitter flakies. So much sparkle there. Here's this one on the swatch wheel. You can really see those black flakies here in contrast with some of the other polishes. And here it is against my skin tone. This one's interesting. It's more a pure red, I think, than the last one, but it does have a bit of a berry leaning to me as well. I'm kind of wondering if that's because of all the sparkle in it. I really enjoy those black flakies. I think it adds just this extra shot of interest to it. I'm very much looking forward to getting this on my nails and also wearing this one in natural light. I think the sparkle will really come alive in the sunshine. So this one is by Sassy Sauce Polish, Up and Away Cabernet. This second last polish that I've chosen is by Maiden, and actually this is the newest addition to my collection of the ones that I'm showing you. This one isn't the most recent though. It is called Hometown Dates, and it's from Fandom Flakies from January of 2022. But the reason why it's so new in my collection is that I picked it up from a D-stash just days ago. Such an interesting look here. So this polish came out in a collaboration box called Fandom Flakies, and the theme this month was The Bachelor and Bachelorette. So of course, Hometown Dates. This one is described as having a clear base, and it's loaded with purple micro glitters, as well as red to gold to green multi-chrome flakes. And here it is on my swatch wheel. And here it is against my skin tone, again swatched out in 2 coats. This one is very accurately described as having a clear base. In fact, when I was swatching it, it did look very much like a bit of a flaky bomb. I really did need 2 coats for this one to provide full coverage, and it'll be interesting when I actually apply it onto my nails. I might need a 3rd coat, just depending on how thick the coats are that I apply, just so I can get that maximum flaky pow to this one. I really was committed to having a purple or 2 in this Valentine selection. I always enjoy wearing purple, actually more so typically than reds. I was so lucky that this one came available in a D-stash and that it arrived so promptly for me to be able to wear this one as part of my seasonal Valentine picks for 2024. So this incredible flaky is by Maiden, and it's called Hometown Dates. This final pick is by Kathleen Co, And this one is called Release. And this one is from Polish Pickup from October 2023. And the theme this month was probably one of my favorite themes so far, 90s grunge. And this one, in fact, is a magnetic polish as well. So a really great purple and red combination going on there when this polish is magnetized. So this polish is described as a purple-based multi-chrome with red magnetic pull. So very much exactly what we're seeing here. This one was inspired by Pearl Jam's album 10, which was one of my favorites from back in the era. And it's just such a perfect execution of that inspiration. Here it is on my swatch wheel. And here it is against my skin tone. And I did play around with the magnet, and I did use just 2 coats of the polish, and I magnetized each coat. And how I did it was I put the magnet down, and as I was swatching it, I rested the swatch wheel on top of the magnetic wand to create the cat eye effect. I think this one is really beautiful. I think it's everything my 90s heart desires, and I can't wait to get this one on my nails. So this final pick, my 12th pick, is by Kathleen Co, and it's called Release. So there you have it. There's my lineup, my 12 picks for this year's Valentine's Day. Now, listen, I realize I'm probably not going to get through wearing all of these, but I did want to pull a wide variety, some really fun ones that I can wear that are very seasonal, also some very safe ones over here that I can wear at times when I need to pull something that's a little more professional. I might even play around with wearing a couple of these in combination with each other in Skittles or something like that. I'm not really sure. Or perhaps using some of these creams in some nail art. I'm not much of a nail artist yet, but I aspire to it, and I may play around a little bit. So I'm wondering, what are your picks for Valentine's Day? Is Valentine's Day even something that you're a fan of, or is it something that you'd rather just overlook? Let me know in the comments. We can keep this conversation going long after. If Valentine's Day is your thing, what kinds of colors are you drawn to? What are your picks? Add all your thoughts below in the comments, and we can continue on the conversation. If you enjoy this kind of video, these Topic Tuesday videos, please consider giving this video a like. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job and that you're interested in seeing additional content similar to this one, where I take a deep dive into my nail polish collection through the lens of these Topic Tuesday prompts. If you enjoy nail-related content, also consider subscribing to my channel. That way you won't miss out on any of my future releases. I do try to release nail-related content as often as I possibly can, and by subscribing, you won't miss out on any of the fun. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy Valentine's Day. I appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.